Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to today's video. Today I am sharing my 6-month updated Beauty Empties review video. So I film Beauty Empties about every 6 months here on my channel, I'd say. I think my last one was either June or July, I don't know, I can't remember, maybe July. I go through the products that I've used up, the ones that have made it into my empties basket. There of course are quite a few that don't make it here. I either forget to include them or I use them on holiday, for example, and then don't bring them back home to share with you. But I do have a pretty good selection here. Everything from makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, the lot. It's all in here. I feel like the video would not be complete without me sharing my overflowing basket. Usually it takes about 6 months for this to overflow. I've been using this very same basket for the last few years. It's really great at keeping empties away, kind of hidden, I guess, in something that looks a little more aesthetically pleasing than just a bunch of empty products. But yeah, quite a lot to go through, so let's get started. Let's kickstart with some body care because this is what I have the very least of. I'm so bad at moisturising. I'm really bad at upkeeping that. But from Coco and Eve, this is their Glow Figure Body Moisture Whip. I loved using this. Like, what a pleasurable experience this made moisturising. It smells unreal, like a perfect summer scent. I remember using this when I came back from Portugal, so I was still kind of in holiday mode but in England's dreary weather. Just absolutely loved this. It made moisturising so much more pleasurable. It has an absolutely incredible like fruity tropical scent which I really adore. This, do bear in mind though that a little does go a long way. It's really quite a thick consistency, so you don't need a lot. If you use too much you'll be rubbing it in for ages, so just a small amount of this is enough, and it's such a great tube so it lasts a really long time. Then from Kiehl's I tried the Creme de Corps. This is just a mini. I have to say I'm not quite sure if I'm there with the hype. I know that this is hugely raved about. People absolutely love using this. I have to say, I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't as worth the hype as I thought it would be. Let's do some body washes next. I don't usually save every single body wash we use, but some of the nicer ones I do like to talk through because I think it's quite nice to have a nice shower gel. So from L'Occitane, this is the Ultra Rich Wash. This is for hands and body, but we did use this as a body wash, so we had this in the shower. It was really lovely. It was definitely more of like a milky kind of shower gel, which I actually really enjoyed using. I really do like a more milky product. It just feels quite like luxurious on the skin and quite nourishing. Also from Dove, this is such like an affordable option, so that's why I really wanted to feature it. This is the Deeply Nourishing Instant Soft Skin Body Wash. Really nice, and Dove is such a well-loved brand by so many people and so many households, so many families, so I thought I would include this as well because we don't just use like L'Occitane all the time, like we do also use things like Dove and so on, so I thought I would share. This is a firm favourite and I am pretty sure this has featured in probably all of my previous empties videos. We do really love this in my household. This is the Soap & Glory Clean On Me Shower Gel. This is a 500ml bottle, so that's the first great thing about this. It's an excellent size. Second great thing about this is it's a great pump, so really easy to use. And the third great thing about this, it smells amazing. All Soap & Glory products smell amazing if you ask me, and this one is no exception. We also used up a clean body wash by Frank Body, which was just fine. I don't think there was like too much, like too exciting about this. It was just nice. And another L'Occitane special, this was a winter walk shower cream. So this was actually a 2021 winter / Christmas exclusive. Really loved this. There is actually a lip balm here somewhere as well of the same collection that I absolutely adored also. L'Occitane does a lot of these kind of limited edition scents along with their classics, and I really loved this one. Let's do bubble bath next. I love me a bubble bath. Literally my favorite thing in the whole world. So from Dirty Works, I used their Bubble Trouble. I got this in like a gift set or something, but it does exactly what it says on the bottle. Excellent bubbles from this bubble bath. And then from L'Occitane, this is the Lavender Foaming Bath. This is so nice. Smells of lavender, so really great for a relaxing kind of bath. And these bottles are really great because you can reuse them. So L'Occitane actually sell pouches where you can just refill into these bottles, so you only have to buy one of these bottles once. A couple of other bath time faves. This is from This Works, and this is their Stress Check CBD body polish. This had 490 milligrams of CBD per tube. I really enjoyed using this because it wasn't a very thick or grainy exfoliator. I guess it's not really called an exfoliator, is it? It's called a body polish, and I definitely found that the beads in this were much smaller, so it was actually a much more pleasurable experience. As sometimes I can find with beads in particular, exfoliating beads, if they're too harsh on the skin, that I really don't like them, and I just find them a little bit just not nice on the skin, whereas that one was really nice to use. And then from Neom, this is the Great Day Body Scrub. This is a very small tub. I do believe they do bigger sizes than this. If they only do this size, then I don't think it's very good, because you get through this really quickly. I think I only used this like twice, but it's got a really nice citrusy scent, so it's great for the mornings, great to like revitalize and wake you up in the morning. This is from Aroma Active Laboratories, and this is their Sleep Salt Soak. So good. This is packaged really beautifully, so it actually would make a really nice gift idea for someone as well. But I loved using this. It smells so strong of lavender, and it will literally scent your whole house. Even if you're only using this in the bathroom for your nightly bath time routine or whatever it may be, have a bath with this and your whole house will be transformed into a lavender smelling sanctuary. It's got such a strong smell, but really beautiful for an evening. It definitely like sets the tone for a calm and relaxed evening. A few hand washes as well. First up from More, this is their Marshmallow Hand and Body Wash. This wasn't my favourite from More. More do some really beautiful scents. I love so many of their scents, but Marshmallow definitely isn't my favourite. Same goes for this from Let's Sanitize. This is their Oud Noir hand wash. This is a woody scent. It's a very masculine scent basically, so not necessarily my favourite, but Let's Sanitize as a brand I do really love. One other thing that I didn't really enjoy about this was that it didn't really lather much on the hands, and I like a hand wash that really lathers up, and this one didn't quite lather up as much as I would like. But from Bailey's of Bond Street, this is their Rose and Raspberry hand wash. Really enjoyed using this, and I love their packaging. This is an English brand that's been around for so long. I think it says here how long it's been around for, or maybe it doesn't, but it's just, oh, 1700s. So long, so incredible. They've obviously mastered the hand wash. Really enjoyed using these. I've got another one on the go at the moment. From hand wash to hand cream, so from Garnier, I have their Hand Repair Intensive Restoring Hand Cream. So this was for extra dry skin. Really great if your hands are in need of a bit more TLC. Great in the winter actually. And then from L'Occitane, this is a mini lavender hand cream, which I used to keep in my handbag. This is a really good size for the handbag. And then this is a family favourite. This is by Peexo, I believe, and it's their Intensive Protection Cream with Aloe Vera. It's a hand cream as well, but rather than being in a squeezy tube, it comes in a pot, which we also seem to like around here. So yeah, hand creams essential. Let's move on to skincare next. So starting off with some balm cleansers. I have 3 to share with you, which I think is quite a lot for me to have got through in the past 6 months. Like in contrast, I only have one sort of creamy slash milky cleanser, which seems to be, I don't know, like the opposite as normal. But let's start off with this from Soap & Glory. This is the Glow Your Mind Balm Cleanser. I didn't love this, and honestly I think it's just reflected in the price. For me, a balm cleanser tends to be something that's like quite luxurious, and it's just a really nice part of my routine, and I kind of felt like this was just doing the job. Like it didn't really make it a very positive experience. Like it did do the job, yes, it just wasn't that nice to use, I suppose, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this. From The Body Shop, this was their Chamomile Cleansing Butter, suitable for sensitive skin. I really enjoyed using this actually. I've used this in the past. It's definitely featured in Empties before, and it's a really nice one because it's good for sensitive skin, and it means that I can use it around my eyes, and usually I cannot use any balm cleansers around my eyes because I just find them more sensitive, and so this is one of the only balm cleansers that goes near my eyes because it doesn't irritate them or anything like that. It's really nice. And then from Beauty Pie, this is the Super Healthy Skin Hot Oil Double Cleansing Balm. I loved this. I used it in Portugal, absolutely adored it, and then I brought it back to London with me to finish it off here. Really loved using this. I love Beauty Pie as a brand, I have to be honest. Like, they run sort of like a subscription service, but I just think all the products I've tried from Beauty Pie so far, I have loved. They're relatively affordable. They have some really great collections there. I just love the brand, and this was no exception. From Ren, I tried the Gentle Cleansing Milk. This I would use as either my second cleanse or my morning cleanse, and I'm really surprised I've only got one of these, but I have to say, I do remember this lasting a really, really long time. I think where it's got this particular pump, it only ever pumps out as much as you need. So rather than me squeezing out an obscene amount, it would literally just like 1 or 2 pumps would be enough. So I actually think that was a really good way for me to just not waste as much product, basically. No Empties video would be complete without my firm faves. These are the Nivea Double Effect Eye Makeup Remover. I use this because I use waterproof mascara basically every time I wear mascara, and this is the only thing that really gets that out of my lashes. If I've got waterproof mascara and I try a standard micellar water or anything else, it just doesn't do the trick. Like, my mascara will not budge unless it's something oil based, and out of all of the oil based micellar waters that I have tried in the past, I always go back to Nivea. I think it's really great. I haven't bought anything other than the Double Effect Eye Makeup Remover from Nivea in the past maybe 2 years or so, or maybe only 1 year. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I discovered this last year or the year before that, but really love it. Only thing I buy now. It's really great and very affordable. Let's move on to some serums next. First up, from MZ Skin. This is the Hydra Boost Ampoules, a 5-day intensive hydration regime. I did this on like a Monday to Friday. In here you get 10 ampoules with an AM and a PM, so one to use in your morning routine and one to use in your evening routine. I really enjoyed this because I essentially stripped back my whole routine. I used nothing other than this. Basically, I would use one at daytime, one in the evening, and in the morning I think it was like the hydration boost, and then in the evenings it would alternate between a collagen booster and then a calming treatment. Basically, really liked this. My skin really enjoyed it. It was nice to give my skin a break from too many other serums and so on, and this targeted treatment I thought was great. I used this in the winter, but I think it would also be really nice to use in the summer. I have 2 serums from Caudalie as well. This is Caudalie's Vino Perfect Radiance Serum Complexion Corrector. This was the first serum I've ever used from Caudalie. I've actually been fairly recently introduced to Caudalie, to be honest with you, and I'm finding I absolutely adore their serums. So really enjoyed using this, and just finished yesterday their Vino Source Hydra SOS Thirst Quenching Serum. This is obviously only a mini, so I had it around and I was just using it up. Really enjoyed it. The thing I like about these Caudalie serums in particular is that you can use them in the daytime or in the night time because they aren't too like oily or too heavy on the skin. They're just really nice, an extra layer, an extra boost. Really enjoy these. Similar to that but on a different price point, from Charlotte Tilbury, this is Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. This is just a mini. I think I got this in like a Christmas gift set. Loved this. The same kind of premise as Caudalie. Like, I loved using this daytime and nighttime. I actually had this at my boyfriend's, so it was a really easy like 1-step daytime, 1-step nighttime as well. Loved using that. Everything I've tried from Charlotte Tilbury I've loved. I've not tried a lot of their skincare, but this was a really nice introduction to Charlotte Tilbury skincare. From Biossance, this is the Squalene and Vitamin C Rose Oil. This is probably Biossance's most like cult product. Everybody loves this. Believe the hype. It's so good. I would only really use this in the evenings though, because I definitely found it to be a heavier consistency on my skin, so it would just leave more of like an oily finish basically. Like, you know when you've basically got that wet looking skin because you're ready to go to bed? That's this. So I would only use this in the evenings rather than in the daytime because I felt it was a little too oily for daytime for me personally. But for the evenings, absolute perfection. If I didn't really want a concoction or I didn't really know what to put on my skin, I would go for this, and it always left my skin looking great. Onto moisturizers from Beauty Pie. This is the Japan Fusion Urban Air Purifying Day Moisturizer. I really enjoyed using this. My only negative of this is the packaging. I don't really like this packaging because I definitely think there's more product in there. I just cannot squeeze it out. Like, I was literally like bending this the whole way to try and get some extra product there, and it just wouldn't really budge. And I feel like it's down to the packaging. So I would probably prefer like a tub or something, but I really liked the product, just not so much the packaging. From Caudalie, this is the Vino Perfect Dark Spot Correcting Glycolic Night Cream. So this was a night cream, which I really enjoyed using as well, actually. I mentioned Caudalie is fairly new to me, but everything I've tried so far I have really enjoyed. And then from Bare Minerals, I have two moisturizers. The first is the Smoothness Bare Haven Soft Moisturizer. Not my favourite, I have to say. I just felt this didn't really feel very like substantial on the skin. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't my favourite. So I would use it again, probably wouldn't repurchase it though. From Bare Minerals as well though, their Ageless Phytoretinol Face Cream I much preferred. I used this as part of my evening routine. It was definitely more of like a thicker consistency, but still quite like nourishing and hydrating. I finished this very recently actually, but really enjoyed using it and would 100% use again. Some lip balms as well. Carmex Pineapple Mint. Not my favourite. I don't love the pineapple mint. I think it's the mint because I'm not a big fan of mint, but this has SPF 15 in there, so it's a really good one to like keep in your handbag, and that's what I would do with this one. It's just not my favourite. I much prefer like their cherry, their watermelon, their other ones basically. This is the Christmas exclusive lip balm from L'Occitane. It's a winter walk lip balm. This was the first lip balm I've ever tried from L'Occitane actually. Really like it. I've got another one ready to go. It was really quite light and very nice to use during the day, so I literally kept it like on the table next to me, and anytime I wanted to use it, pop this on the lips and it felt really nice, nourishing and hydrating. But all-time favourite of course goes to Dr. Lipp's Original Nipple Balm. This has been featured for quite a few years now, I have to say. I do really love it. Ever since I discovered this, it's probably been my go-to. I use this in the evenings as part of my nighttime routine because it is quite a thick moisturizing lip balm, and I love that in the evenings. I love something that really coats my lips. If I ever spend like 2 or 3 nights without using this in the evenings, I notice such a big difference on my lips. It's crazy. I don't know what sort of magic this does, but it just keeps my lips in tip-top shape. A discovery of mine was actually lip oils. This is from Decourte, and this is the first lip oil that I think I've ever used, and oh my gosh, why have I never used a lip oil before this? It was just the perfect thing to put on your lips like during the day. That makes you feel a little more put together, but isn't like too much of a faff or anything like that. Feels really nourishing on the lips as well. This one from Decourte is in the shade 3, so it did add a little bit of colour there as well, which I really liked. It's quite nice to have a little bit of colour on your lips, and I loved this. Literally converted. I've got a couple of face masks to go through from Drunk Elephant. The F-Balm Electrolyte Water Facial Hydrating Mask. Loved this. Took this away with me on my summer holiday, so I used this up in Portugal, and then I brought it back with me and still continued using it here. So nice. Such a nice overnight mask because it doesn't feel too heavy on the skin. Particularly after an evening skincare, it still feels like quite light, and I would always notice a difference the next morning as well. From Glam Glow, this is the Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. Really loved this. This had quite a berry like sweet scent, so I really liked that. It was a nice one to use and also a great size to travel with. From Sand and Sky, this is the Australian Emu Apple Super Bounce Mask. This was such a strange consistency, and honestly I'm not sure I can quite get over the consistency, if I'm being completely honest with you. It was just like, I mean the name suggests it, it's a super bounce mask and it does kind of feel bouncy, and I'm just not sure if it's for me, to be honest with you. It's quite expensive as well, and like with that in mind I'm just not sure I would necessarily repurchase it because I didn't love it. From The Body Shop, this is the Japanese Matcha Tea Pollution Clearing Mask. Also not my favourite to use. It was very chunky. I really found this so chunky, and it's also green, so it definitely makes me think of like, I don't know, something like guacamole or something like that. It was really weird. I just found it like too chunky and sometimes a little bit rough feeling on my skin. So I probably wouldn't reuse and I probably wouldn't repurchase it. This wasn't my favourite. Let's change things up a bit and go on to hair care. I have a couple of shampoos and conditioners. I don't get through a lot of these because I don't wash my hair very frequently. Typically I'll wash my hair like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, so getting through like bottles of shampoo takes me a really long time. But I did finish this duo from Cake. This is the Soft Serve Cream Rinse Conditioner and also the Posh Wash sulfate-free swirl shampoo. The Cake range I really like because it smells so sweet. It's almost all got like a caramel scent, which I really love. If you don't love a sweet scent, you will not love this, like steer clear. I think the name kind of gives it away though. It's got a sweet sounding name for a sweet smelling fragrance. And from Aussie, these were incredible. These were probably my favorite. So from Aussie, this is the SOS Kiss of Life shampoo and the SOS 3-Minute Miracle. I'm pretty sure this collection has a conditioner as well, but I never used it. I've never owned that. I only had the shampoo and the deep treatment, and I would just use the deep treatment as a conditioner. Basically, I'd leave it on for like 2 to 3 minutes and that was enough. I didn't leave it on for considerably longer than that, but you can do because it is meant to be a sort of treatment product. But I loved using these. Once again, a really nice scent of these. I love sweet scents in my products. I'm a very big fan. And I don't know about you, but I typically get through conditioner much quicker than I do shampoo. And for when that happened, I luckily had this little backup. This is the Natural Instincts Brilliant Shine Conditioner with coconut oil and aloe vera. It's just like a mini tube, 55ml in there, but it was great for whenever I had finished up my conditioner like 1 wash sooner than my shampoo, for example. So it was great to mix and match with other shampoos. From Living Proof, this is the Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 Styling Treatment. I loved this. I've not used anything from Living Proof actually. This was the first product I've tried from Living Proof, but I know it's a bit more of an expensive hair care brand, but judging by this, it seems to be pretty good and I may have to try more. From Cali Min, this is the Rescue Oil Active Hair and Scalp Remedy. I would typically use this as more of a mask. So I would take out the lid because it's a pipette, which didn't really work very well for my hair. I mean, if I was going to pipette the oil into my hair, it would literally take ages. So I would just like pour some out of the bottle, put it all over my hair, tie up my hair for a few minutes and then rinse it in the shower. It was nice to use. It had a gorgeous sweet smelling scent as well. I have a full-size bottle of this. This is a mini. I have a full size as well that I've been using up and I quite enjoy it. From John Frieda, this is part of their Volume Lift collection. This is the thickening spray. I use this on damp hair just before I blow dry. Usually I'd use this on damp hair, have my hair in a towel, like let it towel dry for a little bit and then go ahead and blow dry after. Really enjoyed this. It doesn't feel too heavy on my hair. It doesn't leave my hair leaving like it needs to be washed again, essentially. It was really quite light, but it did a really good job at like thickening my hair a little bit more. I have quite fine hair and this worked really well. A couple of hairsprays finally, both from Schwarzkopf. First up, the Volume Lift Hairspray and then the Max Hold Hairspray. Both of these are in the mini sizes that they do, but I also have the full sizes of both of these. I'm currently using the Max Hold full size. They're really great. They have a really good hold power, so they really do like hold your hair for a very long time. A slightly like crisp feeling, so don't overuse it. You don't need a lot of this. Really, like a little goes a long way. It really is like super strength hairspray, so definitely don't overdo it, but love both of these. Very happy to have been introduced to the collection by Schwarzkopf. A couple of pillow sprays. I feel like an Empties would not be complete without pillow sprays. I love using these. So first up from This Works, this is the Deep Sleep Pillow Spray. It's a classic, isn't it? Everybody loves this from This Works and it's because it's so good. It's really great, but an alternative to that is from Botanics, which I believe is a brand stocked in Boots. This is the Peaceful Night Pillow Mist. Really nice as well. I mean, I have to say I do favour the This Works, but they're both excellent. There are so many lavender mists in the market right now, so there's something there for everybody. And let's end with a handful of makeup products. Really not too much to go through, but wanted to share them with you nonetheless. Starting off with the Instant Filler by Rodial. This was actually mentioned in my 2021 makeup favourites, but I just cannot find this anywhere. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's been discontinued. Maybe it has. That would be very annoying. But I finished up mine, so unfortunately I can't get my hands on it again, but I really enjoyed using it. And another primer was the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is definitely more of like a tacky feeling primer, so one that I used a lot in the summer because it was great at trying to keep my makeup in place all day, but also one that I would use in an evening if I wanted my makeup to last longer. If it was maybe a heavier makeup look, then this would always do the trick. I've also got the NARS Plus Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Medium 1 Custard. I used this so much over the summer and I continued using it here a little while longer, but unfortunately I think it's slightly too dark for me now. But I absolutely love it. It's a classic. I have the lighter colour on the go at the moment. From Laura Mercier, this is just a mini, but it's the Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is really good. I've got a couple of setting sprays from MAC. This is Classic Max Fix Plus. These were part of a collection that MAC did, so this one is called Awaken and this one is called Balance. But I've tried loads of different Fix Plus sprays from MAC, and regardless of like whatever their collection they're in or if they've got a different scent or whatever, I feel like the ability to like set your makeup stays the same. So I do love MAC's Fix Plus. And finally, a couple of mascaras. So first up, the classic, the everyday favourite, my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara in waterproof. It's what I'm using today. It's what I use every time I film a video. It's literally my go-to. Love this stuff. It's waterproof, but it's one of the only mascaras that I have tried that keeps my lashes in place all day, and a drugstore price tag as well. It's just excellent. Second mascara is also L'Oreal. This is the Volume Million Lashes Balm Noir Mascara. Not my favourite. I don't really think this did much for me at all. I would either just use it on my lower lashes, to be honest with you, and so I just don't really think it's worth it. Even if I would put it on over my waterproof mascara, which I do sometimes. I do sometimes layer a volume mascara over the Lash Paradise mascara, but I just felt like this one really didn't do much. I don't think it's worth it. And if I had to choose between a L'Oreal mascara, I would choose Lash Paradise. The final things I wanted to share with you are actually two candles that we burnt recently and that I really wanted to include within this video. I don't think I've ever featured candles in my empties, but we really go through so many in my household, particularly in the winter. I think every day from like 6 p.m. we have a candle burning. Absolutely love it. It's just perfect for winter. So the first one is from Goutal Paris, and this annoyingly doesn't say the name of this one, so I will have to do a quick Google search just to find out which one this one is, but I will leave it linked in the description down below. But it was beautiful. And then from Beauty Pie, oh my gosh, this one was amazing. It was a Christmas special and it's the hot chocolate and peppermint. So I don't know if you can still get this, which is probably annoying, but if it does come back next Christmas, oh my gosh, make sure you get your hands on it because it was unreal. It smells exactly like that. I literally did like a blind test on my boyfriend and I asked him to sniff this candle and to try and tell me what he thought it smelled like, and he got it. He got hot chocolate and I was like, oh wow. We're currently burning the ginger one as well. I think it might be like ginger and spice or something. Currently burning that one in the living room and absolutely adore it. As I said, we do go through quite a lot of candles and I don't necessarily keep all the glass containers all the time, but these two I really wanted to share. These are always really long videos, probably for you to watch, but also for me to film. It's literally been ages of me sitting here surrounded by different empty beauty products, but it actually feels really good to finally film this video. I can finally throw these away. And by the way, when it comes to throwing away your used up empty beauty products, lots of them you can recycle with your normal household recycling, but there are also beauty recycling schemes in pharmacies and so on. So for example, in the UK, we have the Maybelline recycling scheme, which I believe is available in Superdrug stores. And then Boots actually have their own recycling scheme where you can take in some products and then get some points on your Boots card as well. And then there are brands that have their own, like L'Occitane, for example. You can take in your own L'Occitane products. And also I believe you can take non-L'Occitane products as well. And I think they might even give like a voucher or something. So worth having a quick Google at how you can dispose of your beauty products in a more sustainable and ethical way. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I feel like Empties videos are such like old school YouTube videos, but I really enjoy filming them. I really enjoyed putting this one together. A very big thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it, or like comment down below, anything like that. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe to my channel. I upload videos twice weekly on Wednesdays and on Sundays, so I'd absolutely love for you to subscribe and be a part of my little family here on YouTube. A very big thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you all soon. Bye!